Good morning. I hope that you're doing well. I was meant to film this on Monday and then I was meant to film this yesterday and now it's Friday. But I thought I would come and just chat for a little bit. I don't think it's going to be very long. I don't feel like I have all that much to say this time around, but I wanted to give you a couple of updates of how things have been going on. I feel like I've been really struggling to film. It always gets to this point in the year where it gets dark at like 4 p.m. and I am out all morning for uni, and so it's really difficult to film, and I also have been really struggling to fit editing into just my routines. So I feel like I'm behind with everything regarding YouTube. So if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. I'm sorry if things have been quite inconsistent. I feel like last year I was very on it, like I was literally posting every single week. This year, that has not been the case, but that is okay. I feel like I'm doing so many other things and things are going really well. I just feel like maybe priorities have shifted a little bit, but this is something that I still really enjoy doing and having to look back on. And so even though it may be a little less consistent, it's something that I definitely want to keep doing. Anyways, parenthesis closed. I wanted to show you a couple of things. I've been working on some sticker sheets. I've been working on some more sticker sheets. You will have seen a little bit yesterday morning. I'm not going to show you what I did yesterday morning because I don't want to spoil all of them, but I am going to show you a couple of the ones that I finished last week that I printed and cut with my silhouette machine over the weekend. The relief that I feel having sticker sheets like these where you can peel the stickers off and I can stop having like half misshapen, half cut pieces of paper everywhere. I feel so happy about that. This yellow backing, I don't like it, but that's the only issue I have with it. I need to find nicer sticker paper. I also feel like this doesn't really print very well, but it's something, it's progress. So I've been working on some of these. I've been making some more festive ones, especially yesterday morning as well. Yesterday I finished 3. 2 I had already started, and then 1 I drew from scratch yesterday morning. I'm really happy with how that came out. I feel like, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I feel like you can really tell the difference of how the same design prints on regular paper and on this sticker paper. I feel like it comes out a lot more muted on the sticker paper, and I like this better, but it's fine. I printed some in a smaller version just to have a record of them in my journal. And then I've been journaling a little bit in my other book. I think this was meant to be like more of a commonplace book. I think I'm just going to use it as my commonplace book / personal journal. I haven't really felt the need to journal a lot lately, but I think I said last week as well, it's the kind of thing that I'm okay if I don't journal, but if I journal I do feel better, and just my mind feels clearer, and so I'm trying to put more of an effort into doing that again, kind of aside from recording just what I do in my daily life, which I do in the hon, and I have been more consistent with that, which I'm really happy about. I also put a little bow at the front of my travel's notebook because I saw someone on Instagram, I can't remember the username, I'll try to find it, but they got gifted a traveler's notebook cover, and it had a bow on them, and they posted a story about it, and I thought the gesture was really sweet. First of all, like, find yourself someone that will gift you notebooks and journals, but also the bow just looked really pretty in the front, and I have some black ribbon, and so I just thought I would tie a bow at the front. I took off the little charm that I had, a little leaf charm that I had on here, because I felt like the 2 of them would be a bit much. I'll probably put it back, I don't know, just when I get tired of the bow. So that's one thing. I have also pulled out my new weeks for 2025. I've not started using it yet. We can technically move into it next week. However, I don't really feel ready to let go of the old weeks. I don't know why I'm feeling so attached to it. It is kind of just a planner. Like, intuitively, I would feel like if I had to really get attached to a book, it wouldn't necessarily be the planner, it would be more the journal. But I'm feeling really attached to this, and I don't think I realized kind of earlier on. I just kind of realized when it came time to start thinking about moving into this book. So what I've done is I've pulled it off of my shelf and I'm going to start keeping it on my desk. I'm going to start writing in it, kind of future appointments, birthdays, start populating it a bit with the things that I know are going to happen throughout next year. And then I think perhaps for a while I will kind of use the two of them in conjunction. Maybe I will still use the 2024 one for weekly planning, and then I'll start using the next one for future planning, and then properly move into it in December or January, which I think I'm just going to be at home for 2 weeks for the holidays, so I think it'll be probably a bit of a better time, a bit of a quieter time for me to move into it. But I've just been using it like normal. I've started using it like normal again. I had a bit of a dip throughout the summer where I wasn't really vibing with the type of spread that I normally did anymore, but I've come back to it. I don't mood track anymore. I feel like that was just kind of becoming a chore, but I do still have my running to-do list and then day specific things here, and then at the bottom I just keep actual like extra notes. And I've been using some stickers from Nicole Josephine to decorate my weeks. I've started using my own advent calendar stickers in my Hon, but I don't want to use them too much because I don't want to spoil too many of them. So I'll probably also start using them more from December in the weeks as well. And I'm still writing in this with my Twisby Eco. Not this one, this is the medium one, but the extra fine, which is currently packed in my suitcase because I'm getting ready to leave and go home. So that's a bit of an update. Okay, I had to stop filming for a second because there was a car, one of those like cars that go around with the announcement on speaker. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a fruit vendor that does that sometimes. And it was really loud and you could very much hear it, and it was parked right in front of my building. So I had to stop for a second there. But I also wanted to show you, I did a little drawing in ink yesterday evening. It's my mum's birthday today, and I wanted to draw her a little birthday card. It's nothing like special, but I know that she really likes this kind of ink drawing that I do, the floral ones, and so I thought I would do a little one for her, just as a birthday card. I thought it would be something cute. I did it on watercolor paper. I don't think I've drawn with ink, like with my fountain pen on watercolor paper before, so it was a bit of a different experience, but I think it turned out well. I think perhaps the lines turned out a bit thinner. I did use the medium for this, like the medium size nib, but I like the way that it turned out. I think it's maybe showing up a bit, like the white is a bit blown out on camera, but I think it looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with it, and I hope that she will like it as well. And then I've also just been progressing in the evenings on my jumper project. I've joined it in the round, so now it's just very kind of just very mindless, and I think it's turning out so well with all of the cables. I'm so happy with it, and it's making a really nice fabric too. Like, it's very soft and kind of squishy. I like it, so that's been really nice. Next week I have a really busy week in the lab. I have 3 practicals, so I'm in the lab like Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm not gonna have all that much time, but I do really need to keep working on the sticker sheets because I am behind, which is not great. I am still hoping to be able to do the full 24. I've made a bit of progress yesterday. I'm going to be working on some more today and then over the weekend, and hopefully next week I can kind of just keep going with it. So I think we'll be good, but I would like for it to not feel like a mad rush in December, kind of having to still be working on so many sheets. It's just, I was hoping October and November would be a little less busy. And I maybe wasn't prioritizing the project as much as I should have in October, but then again, graduation was kind of more important at the time. But I don't know, I'm having a really good time working on them, and I think right now I'm very much in the mood of working on this kind of theme. I'm working on some more festive ones. I'm still keeping some of the more like nature inspired sheets. And so I just feel like now I'm really feeling like the autumn and the winter vibes, and I'm really in the mood to do it. Whereas like when I started working on it in August, I was, but I wasn't. It was more like early autumn and not like late autumn, early winter, which is more of what I want at the moment with this project. So I feel like kind of some of my priorities for the project have kind of shifted a little bit, and so I've scrapped some designs that I thought I was going to use, and I've made a lot of new ones, but it's been fun to work with. I always find it really interesting how these big projects end up working out. Like, I don't know, it's cool to see. So that's a bit of an update. I am now gonna go get ready and go take my train to go home. Just have a nice quiet afternoon working on some sticker sheets. And then tonight we're celebrating my mum's birthday, so that'll be really, really nice. But I'll catch up with you later. hope that you have been doing well. I thought I would sit down for a minute and catch up with you while I just wait for about 20 minutes before I have to head out and go take my train. It is Saturday morning. I don't normally go home on a Saturday, I normally go home on a Friday, but I had a friend's graduation yesterday and I've just had like a really intense week. I had like 15 hours of lab practicals on top of my usual lecture hours and this friend's graduation, so I feel like I've been at home half a day, like if that, and so I don't think there's really much that you've seen about it. I don't even know how much I filmed from the practicals with my phone. I tried to get a couple of clips, but it's not really an easy setting to film, and I want to just kind of, you know, go through the protocols and do what I have to do rather than film. I do like to get a couple of pictures just because they're nice to add to my lab notes as well, so I can really easily remember what it is that we did, but not really like a filming setting. Anyways, I wanted to sit down for a minute and just catch up. I don't feel like I have too much to update you on, but I do have a couple of things that I wanted to share. This morning, as you will have seen, I've put up my Christmas tree. Very exciting. I've been wanting to do that for like 2 weeks, so I'm glad that I finally got around to it. But I also took that as an opportunity to take a couple of pictures of the sticker sheets, a couple of them from the advent calendar. I'm not going to be sharing all of them in advance. They are also not all 100% finished. I do still have some to make, but I will just be sharing one each day, so if the 24th isn't finished by like the 1st, it's not an issue. As long as like I make them in time for each day, I'm okay. And I'm at a pretty good point, so you know, we're gonna be fine. But I wanted to set up the listing today. It is very late, it's the 30th of November. It would have been really nice for the listing to have gone out like last week perhaps, because the calendar starts tomorrow. But you know, better late than never, and it's still like a day before it actually starts, so you know, better today than tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1st, so I will start sharing my sticker sheets. I will, like I've set it up on essentially a Google Drive folder, so when you make your purchase you get access to the link and then you get access to the folder where the sticker sheets are being uploaded. As always, there will be like the full background, like the full white background version and the cut lines PNG version, so you can use them with a cutting machine. I have tested out some of them now, which is very exciting. It's been, you have no idea how much of a relief it's been to have like sticker sheets that I can peel up and not, I don't have any to show you, but like if you print your own sticker sheets and cut them by hand, you will know, like misshapen, half cut out pieces of paper everywhere. So it has been so nice. I do need to order sticker paper though, because I'm running out, but I will print out some more this weekend so I can start using them in my own journals. But I took the opportunity of having my tree up to take some pictures of these, and I will finally finish up the listing this afternoon, or maybe on the train even. I have like an hour-long journey, so I can do that very easily. I've already written up the text and everything. I really just need to upload the pictures to the listing and like click publish and then share it on social media. So really, like, most of the work has been done. So that is going out, that is happening. I didn't think we would get here, but it's time. I'm really excited about it. I am also starting to feel very festive. I think putting up the tree really helped because I have pine cones and dried oranges on my tree. I've had those since like 4 years ago when I first moved here and have had my own tree, and I dried those oranges in the oven for like 4 hours, and I thought I was gonna have to do it every year. They've kept really beautifully, so I've just been reusing them, but they still smell so lovely, and so I really associate that smell with like December and the festive period, and putting up the tree really, like, my room smells amazing, so I'm really happy with that. So that's it kind of on the drawing front. As I said, it's been a really busy week, but I have been knitting a little bit and I thought I would give you a little update. I've made a tentative video plan yesterday or the day before for the month of December because I would really like to film a couple of journaling videos. One might have to be filmed early January because I would like to do like a 2024 journal wrap up, where I hopefully share a completed full Haugen. It is not full at the moment, obviously still missing all of December, and also I have to backfill a bunch of pages from October and November, but of course I will not be able to share that until it is actually full, so early January. And I don't know if I'll be able to film that first week of January because I will still be at home and I don't want to film a full like top-down shot video with my phone because I can't set up my camera like that at home, so I might have to wait until after the 7th when I'm back here and I can film it, but that is a very quick video to like edit, so I can turn it, like the turnaround is very quick, so I can film and edit it and publish it in a day. So that'll be one thing, but I thought it would also be nice before then, so maybe before I leave for the holidays, so like mid-October, mid-December, to film a little 2025 setup video where I move into the new weeks. I have not done that yet. I do have it around my desk, or it's in my drawer. I did pull it out because my friend Kat moved into her weeks the first week that you could do that, and she's been sending me photos about it and it's really, really cute, but I hadn't pulled out mine from my bookshelf yet, and I was feeling, and I still am feeling, very attached to my 2024 weeks, and I didn't want to just move into this one straight away without kind of, I don't know, I feel like I need a softer goodbye to the older one. So I'm gonna take my time, and I haven't really had time to do that. I want to take my time and just take an afternoon to sit down and journal and figure some things out, see what I want to set up in these new weeks, see, kind of evaluate how things have been going with my journals in general, and what I would kind of need from them going forward with the upcoming exam session that I will have in January and February, and how I've kind of set that up, see if I need to set up anything in the Haugen, and just a lot of little things like that. Maybe also backfill some pages in this 2024 Haugen. I will do a lot of that during the holidays probably. I like kind of having a long afternoon of journaling with 4 cups of tea and just backfilling pages at the time, but I feel like it might be nice to also just sit down and do it with you on camera and talk a bit about my process with that. So I thought that would be a nice video to make before I leave for the holidays, so you can expect that. And I'm also thinking I would like to make sort of like a knitting podcast episode. I really love that as a video format. I have been watching so many knitting podcasts recently, it's been a bit ridiculous. I have a bunch of people that I've been following and I get really excited when they post, and it's just been really cool. I definitely don't knit all that much to like make regular podcast episodes, and I don't even, like, I wouldn't even want that kind of commitment. But I think it would be nice to maybe make like one a season, or one whenever I feel like making one and I feel like I have things to share, just to talk about my knitting a little bit. I do get to talk about it with some friends every once in a while, and I've been going to like one of my local yarn shops hosts once a month like a knitting night, which is really fun, and everyone brings food and we just knit together for a couple of hours. But I don't want to necessarily bore everyone by talking about the details of my knitting in these videos, because I know that's not what a lot of people are here for, but I think I would like to be able to like have the option to do that every once in a while. And so if I just film a knitting podcast episode, I can just yap about it for an hour and be happy with myself and share some of the things that I've been working on and some of my plans for winter. So that is kind of the plan. So all that to say, quick knitting update. I have been working on a skirt. I started this a couple of weeks ago maybe, but I've been making some progress. It is just, it's going to be a very simple mini skirt in black. It is skirt number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. It will be linked below in case you're interested. It's been, the trickiest part was finishing up the waistband, but since then it's just been really, really simple, really mindless, really nice to work on because it's on 6mm needles. I did size up, but it's much quicker than the jumper that I'm working on. I've not really worked on that this week. I cast on something else on really small needles, and so I didn't want to work on 2 really small needle projects, but I cast on a pair of mittens because I realized that I needed some mittens because my hands were getting cold in the mornings, and they are not in this bag, so let me go grab them. Here they are. I will show you the one finished mitten that I have, and then the other one, there's really not much to see. I've just cast on and I've knitted maybe like 2 rounds, if that. So we have a mitten. I don't really remember the name of the pattern. It was a free pattern that I found on Ravelry, so I will link that in the description as well. I knit this in Drops Alpaca, held double because I just had some laying around, but it's really soft. I don't find it scratchy, and it's just hopefully going to keep my hands nice and toasty, but I do need to finish the second one, so that will be a task for the beginning of next week. I don't think I'm really bringing any knitting with me home this weekend because I will be home for like just over 24 hours. So that's kind of where I'm at with things. I did manage to finish editing a video this week, a 3-week long video that I had been putting off editing for a month. So kudos to me for that, very happy with it. Hopefully this one will have a bit of a quicker turnaround, and I think it might be a Sunday afternoon / Monday morning task. I also really need to get started working on a presentation that I will have just before the holidays. It's one that I need to do really well because it gives 4 points in the exam, and then the spoken part of the exam gives up to 26. So if I miss those 4 points, it's a bit of a problem. Hopefully I can just get it at least like 2 or 3, you know? So I want to put, I need to put effort in that. And then I also really need to get back to working on uni notes because I did not have time for that this week, and I cannot get to like the 7th of January when I come back from holidays with half of my notes still needing to be sorted out because I need to start studying by then. So that's where I'm at with things. I am now gonna go head out. I'm, perfectly on time, so happy with myself for that because I did for a minute there think that I was going to be running late. I will just finish packing up, head out, and hopefully have a really quiet weekend. Thank you for sticking around. I hope that you have been really well. I hope that you're excited about the advent calendar stickers. It is quite a big project. I know that it obviously isn't going to be as cheap as like a single sticker sheet that I normally share, but it's a big project. There's a lot of stickers, and I tried to price it in a way that I thought made sense. I hope people are excited about it. I hope that you enjoy it, and thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. I will wish you a really lovely end of your day, and I will see you soon.